Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty.
And Miss Morningstar.
And you are tuned into Our Plugs of Community Connection, where culture, commerce, and community come together on one powerful platform.
Absolutely. This is a show that connects Black and minority-owned businesses, nonprofit organizations, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and change makers all in one place. We don't just talk, we build, we uplift, and we plug you into the resources that help our community grow.
Yep. From business ownership and financial empowerment to mental health, education, arts, culture, and justice. This is a space where real conversations meet real solutions.
I know that's right. So wherever you're listening, whether it's from home, at work, or on the move, stay locked in because you're officially plugged into Our Plugs, the Community Connection.
Now let's get into today's show. Good morning, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Good morning, Memphis, Tennessee. It is Taco Tuesday, another day closer to the weekend, closer to being free to do whatever it is that you want. Monday was a Monday. That's all I'm going to say. However your Monday was, I'm quite sure my Monday was the same. Monday was a Monday. Anyway, let me say good evening to our family and friends on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of our journey. Today's going to be a great show. Today we have Veterans Voice. You know, our brothers, the veterans, they're going to come. Viper Vet in DC, they always come with some informative and astounding, jaw-dropping information at times. And we are here for it. We want to see what else is going on. We already see what's going on politically, a hot mess. And so we want to see what else. Is the country trying to repair itself? Are we still dealing with the crazies? What is it? What is it? Just give us a clue. But today's topic, one of the videos and one of the topics we will be talking about is this Benadryl challenge. Now, I'm going to let Viper Vet share that with us. We're all going to hold on to our seats and wait until Viper Vet drops that one. And in between time and in the meantime, we're going to remind you guys to drink your 16 ounces of water as soon as you wake up every single morning. Take your morning medication as well as your vitamins and get you a delicious breakfast because, of course, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to my little sister and let her give us some positive affirmations so we can get through this Taco Tuesday without any issues. Good morning, Miss Morningstar. Go ahead and come off mute. And what do you have for us today, sis?
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Okay. And happy Monday Eve to our listening audience back on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YT. And we are in the United States. We're not news from Canada. So welcome into Cookie God. Okay. On the YouTube. But happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope everybody is having a great morning, got their day started and ready to, shine and be great and be, all you can be for this Taco Tuesday. So you can get that margarita later,
Even if it's a virgin, I don't drink.
Even if it's a virgin, just just the rim and the cup and the fruit and all of that. Just something cute. Yes. Something cute to sit down, relax, kick your feet up and listen.
Something cold because it's hot. I don't know.
Because it's hot.
Baby.
But anyway, we're going to talk about that, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're going to get into it.
Okay, y'all. So I wanted to change the affirmations up a little bit to focus on a specific topic. Affirmations for everything a spouse will want to hear. Okay. A spouse, a significant other. It says husband, but I'm going to say spouse, a significant other, a partner, anybody who is in your life that you love and that you want to keep encouraging. These are some great fulfilling affirmations that you can choose and you can use and say to them and to lift them up. Most men, I'm going to just tell you this, live in a quiet, desperation and go into the grave with some feelings. They don't speak their feelings, or they keep them suppressed, or they don't tell you that they like to hear nice things said to them. So these are sad but true. And you gotta lift them up sometimes. You gotta lift your spouses up sometimes, and you gotta say some encouraging things that keep people. Because at the end of the day, we're all human, right? And we all need to hear some encouraging words. So let's get into it. While I am burnt red on TikTok, I don't understand. Here are a few of my favorite affirmations I came across. I'm glad you are my friend. Simple. I'm glad you're my friend. You are great and are going to be great and a great parent. Thank you for being who you are. I really appreciate you. When you listen to me, you made me feel loved. You are my man, my woman, my spouse, whatever it is. That's what you tell them every time you claim it.
No, that's right.
You are my protector. You are awesome. I respect you so much. Thank you for the work you've done. Thank you for the work you've done for our family. You're an excellent provider. You make me feel like a lucky lady or gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
I love being with you. You are smart. You are strong. You are a hard worker. You know how to make me happy. You hold me tight. You make me feel safe. Thank you for the date. I enjoy being with you.
Mm-hmm.
You are so considerate. You are a great lover. I'll always stand by your side. Your secrets are safe with me. These are things that you can say to your spouse, significant other, just to keep them encouraged, y'all, especially during this time of trial and error we got going on. People feeling really down on themselves. And it's not necessarily their fault, you know. Prices have went up. It's more
Yeah.
expensive to live. It's harder to go every day and just be in regular life.
Yes, it is.
We come home. Home is our safe haven. We should be encouraging one another to speak love and encouragement into the people that we do.
Mm-hmm.
So take those affirmations and have a great Tuesday. I hope somebody can use that and benefit.
Thank you. And you know what? Let me tell you this. I'm glad you're my friend.
I'm glad you're my sister.
Absolutely.
I
Those
choose you all the time.
two, chosen sister.
Yes,
On in every lifetime.
every lifetime.
It's good to have people in your corner. And let's continue with this positive energy. It's so needed. There's so much going on right now. And positivity is a must. And
Yeah,
we can't not find the positive.
right.
It's easy to look at the negative. All you got to do is turn on the TV, but find the positive. All right. I'm positive that it's hot. Holly Springs today, you have a high of 96, a low of 76. Feels like 109 degrees during the day and afternoon, and in the evening it'll drop down to 83 degrees with a 15% chance of rain. Winds are out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's going to be hot. There's a possibility, 15% possibility of some rain. Very small margin, okay? Humidity is high during the day and very high at night. Drink you plenty of water. I mean, seriously, folks, drink up, drink up. Memphis, Tennessee, today you have a high of 99 degrees during the day, 78 degrees at night. Brace yourselves, folks. Feels like temperature is 113 degrees today in Memphis, Tennessee. It's got to be the data centers. It has to be. It's never been this hot, ever. Uh, the low feels like it's 89 degrees with a 24% chance of rain. Winds are out of the west southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Again, hot with the possible 20. You've got a 24% chance of rain, maybe. Humidity is moderate during the day and high at night. Drink your water. I can't stress it enough. Miss Morningstar is on the show with her fan. I know that's right. Where's my fan? I have a fan that you, yes.
It's
fan.
hot, y'all.
It's hot.
Even in the house with the AC on, it's hot.
And now imagine if they didn't have AC. Lord, I'm
Oh
going to pray for
no.
everybody. Lord, bow your eyes, close your head.
Yes.
Lord, everybody without AC, I pray
Yes.
for some
Yes.
cooling coming into your life. My goodness. Houston, Texas, come on through. You are not out the woods. Today we have a high of 98, a low of 79. Feels like 113 degrees
It
during
is.
the day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, 104. I'm sorry, my bad.
It is.
104. Still hot.
Felt like 113 to me, but
Feels
okay.
like 120 if you want to ask me. You know, I'm a woman of a certain age. It's hot. Now look, uh, the lows feels like temperature is 84 degrees. We've got an 8% chance of rain, which means it is not going to rain. Period. Winds out of the west southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Again, hot, sunny all day long. Humidity is moderate during the day and high at night. Look, I'm on my bottle number. I think I'm like at 6 now. And I have 2 more to go before tonight. So look, it's hot. And hydration is key to staying healthy. Please drink your water. And that is your weather for today. I'm quite sure it's hot in many places in America right about now. We've got forest fires in Canada.
Remember, we the hottest country.
We hot, yeah. He ain't lying about that. We are the hottest country, literally,
Literally.
literally. So let's go ahead and get into some news that you can use.
Oh, child.
Go right ahead, sis, because you know how my day has been. So, what do you have to share with the community? Because I know that Lindsey Graham's sister took over his seat. I don't know how she's doing. You know, it's only day one.
We gonna touch on.
We're gonna touch on
that. Some good news in Memphis. The Mayor Young, he signed a city paid parental leave policy, an executive order. He signed an executive order that puts in place up to 6 weeks of fully paid leave for full-time city employees following the birth or adoption or fostering of a child. So
that's good.
that is good. I mean, that helps,
Great.
6 fully paid weeks. That is a big help because a lot of people, when they go on maternity leave, they get short-term disability possibly, and they can only, they won't get their full paycheck, and that's only a percentage. At least when I had 18 years ago when I had my child.
Yeah, you're right. Is this only for federal employees or is this
city? It's a full-time city.
I mean, city employees. City.
So yeah, he was able to, he's the mayor, so he was able to do something for the city.
That's good.
Sign an executive order, and I mean that's really good. Maybe that'll encourage, other people to do the right thing.
I mean, doing the right thing. Everything's been so wrong. It doesn't take you much to do the right thing.
Don't take much.
Just a little bit, and everyone is appreciative because so much has gone on within these last almost 2 years.
Yes.
It feels like 20. Let's be honest. All right, what else do you have?
So that was good news. So let's talk about Lindsey Graham's sister.
All right, let's get into Lindsey.
So Darlene Graham said, she is running for a full 6-year term after Trump urges her to jump into the race. Ma'am, you've never been in any political arena and you just got lucky and became a senator and got the senator salary because Lindsey girl took a trip to the lower room, okay? And so now, because Frumpy is pumpy, one thing you should have learned from just previous watchings, experience, everything this demon puts in place or puts near him, something bad happens. You shouldn't even want those type of problems.
Well, some people have to touch the fire. That is what we're learning. Some people have to actually walk up to it and put their finger on the fire to realize that it's hot. Let me ask you,
she has his total endorsement. Go ahead, Kitty.
I mean, she did have, I don't think that she was, okay, let me just read it. Darlene occasionally appeared publicly during Lindsey Graham's political career, introducing him at campaign events and sharing personal stories that highlighted his character and family values. You know, they're all on that family values. I wonder if she talked about his
So
boyfriend.
she was the hype up man.
She was a hype man, but did she discuss his boyfriend? That's all I want to know. Following Lindsey Graham's death on July 11th, Frumpy Dump recommended that South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster appoint Darlene. But I don't think that she had anything other than being his hype woman.
She was the hype man. I'm calling her a hype man. I'm just calling because Lady Lizzie was the lady of the family.
Okay, Miss Morningstar.
He was the lady. Hey, Technique.
Hey, Technique. You know your sister's cutting up.
Y'all be cutting up, y'all. But I'm just saying, y'all with me. Y'all following me.
I mean, I'm picking up what you're putting down, and I know Viper Vet. You know, you're just getting everybody ready for Viper Vet because you know he's coming up next, and whoo, baby. You know how he does. You know how he does. Darlene Graham Nordon, I really wish that you would understand the magnitude of when you dance with the devil. But hey, sis, go do you.
Go off,
ma'am, sir, ma'am. Go off.
I'll see how far you get.
Good luck with that, you know, because everything he touches turns to dirt. Was he going for you saw the the soccer game, y'all know, was he going for Argentina?
Oh, you talking about Frumpy?
Yeah.
I don't know, but he showed up was out there trying to celebrate with Spain. They said, hey, get up out of here.
Hey, back up, dude.
Pulling them and everything. Move. Get out of the picture. You stay.
Sir, we are going to need you to step to the side, sir. Sir, I can't touch you, but please just go to the left. Please step to the left, please.
He didn't get it, y'all.
He didn't get it. He's always trying to take credit for something. So, Darlene, you might want to be careful with the bed that you lay in.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say. You're a grown woman. So
and the funny part about that with the Spain thing, you know, they got caught on the hot mic saying, yeah, we're going to have to edit that out because he was trying to be in all the pictures, right? Honey, when they posted those pictures this morning, he was edited out of every last picture. I said, they don't like you. Nobody likes you, sir. Nobody.
The mere fact that the media will edit out the U.S. president out of pictures because of the way that he has, what he's done to this country and everything else that he's touched.
Yeah.
Telling. I wonder, MAGA, have y'all woken up yet? Is there any hope for you? Because I know it must be really hard trying to understand that you chose this. You wanted this. This was your doing. But I will say this. Elonia and Frumpy both said that, they cheated. So let's go to commercial break, sis.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I didn't say it. I'm just repeating what I was.
I heard. They said it.
They said it. We don't make
about what they said.
We just reported, and they said they stole the election. Elonia said it. Frumpy said it like 6 or 7 times. So sometimes that lie turns into the truth.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's take a quick commercial break, sis. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Stand by.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The community connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
Welcome to a world that sparkles. You have found your one-stop shop. Sparkle Kicks has everything to outfit you from head to toe. Well, not everything, but close. From crochet hats, to sassy tees, to our custom blinged out Crocs and sneakers, we have it all. You can even customize your home with our resin art. Whether it's a custom set of coasters or K-cup holder, handmade dominoes or your kid's very own custom tic-tac-toe board, we are here for you. We are located on Etsy, our Plugs LLC and the TikTok shop.
Mommy-daughter duo, Counselor Nikki and Addie, want to welcome you to the Sparkleverse, where every child has a light that is uniquely their own. Through heartwarming adventures like in Addison Sparkle, unforgettable characters and everyday moments like in Kai Finds a Spark, children learn bravery, resilience, and the power of believing in themselves. Find us at CompassionCreationsPress.com and at OurPlugs.com. Hope we help you find your sparkle.
Hello, my name is Siva Carter, the founder of our nonprofit, Carter's Caring Hands. And what Carter Caring Hands does, we help families keep food on their tables here in the Michigan area. If you'd like to support us, go to Carter'sCaringHands.com or ourplugs, OurPlugs.com. Donate whatever you can, because every penny counts, every dollar folds, and together, you and I can uphold the dignity in the communities we serve. Thank you.
Boss Fashion is finally here at Morningstar Boutique by Tam. From soft, cozy sweaters to stylish cardigans, whether you're heading to work, brunch, or date night, we have the perfect look waiting for you. Check us out at ourplugs.com for your style needs, where style meets confidence.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, a community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We are back once again talking today with our Veterans Voice. And it's going to be an interesting show. Miss Morningstar, did you want to go over another news
I
worthy
do
event?
real quick.
Go ahead.
Let's see. This was a good story. So a judge had ordered USDA to restore $127 million in grants back to Black farmers. So a federal judge has ordered the restoration of $127 million in grants that support Black farmers and other farmers of color. This decision allows 24 organizations to continue projects that were disrupted by the Decepticons, U.S. government of agricultural after the Department of Agriculture canceled their funding.
Of course.
Demons. So the ruling followed a lawsuit filed by 24 organizations challenging them. And the decision to the grants from the increasing land capital and market access programs. So yeah, the judge, thank goodness for the judges, y'all. Can we get around?
Okay, because if it weren't for
people,
somebody has to put a stop to the insanity.
Yes, somebody has to put a stop to the injustices, because it's ridiculous. And I'm glad we have some common sense judges who follow the law. They actually have integrity, that they are absolutely getting the job done and blocking this idiot.
Yeah, blocking the things that blocking what can harm Americans, okay?
Exactly.
And they took that funding. I remember when they did it, when he first got into office, around his first year back, round two.
He went on an attack of Black farmers. He went on an attack of civil rights.
Everything of color.
He's been on the attack. And still is.
And still is to this very day. And some of his demons are doing his bidding. That's why we're seeing so much against the Black community right now. I mean, from our children to it's always been, our local law enforcement, not all, but some. And if it's some, then it should be looked at as a whole, And, to everything is under attack right now. And then not only that, but he's attacking us to start this race war. But he's also, and I need YT people to understand that what affects us also affects you.
It does. It ain't just for us.
You're not exempt. You're not exempt. So I need you to understand that. And when you don't stand up for one, all of us falls. Anyway, all right, sis. Well, I'm this is some good news. That's good news to hear.
Yeah.
And I'm quite sure those farmers, please take advantage of it because it's much needed. Much needed, and it's a blessing. All right. Do you want to bring our brothers up?
Let's go ahead and bring them to the stage, y'all. Come on
my
up
fan.
here, guys. Come on up here.
I need to get my fan. Hold on, because I already know. Good
I
morning.
got my electrical one. Hey, good morning, y'all.
Good morning, brother.
Good morning.
Good morning, DC.
Hey,
Good morning.
Hey, DC. How y'all doing?
Doing well?
All is well, but I can tell by the tone in your voice it's about ready to get crucial.
I be over there sweating already. So
Okay, he's got his towel out. Let me go get my fan because I'm nervous right now. Good morning, Viper Vet. What you got for us today?
Listen.
There you go. Listen.
I don't make the news.
Oh, here we go.
I just bring it to your attention.
Okay. All right.
I mean, DC, you see the things I go through each week?
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
We're not chastising you per se. We just know that buckle up, Buttercup, because it's about down.
Okay, so
what you got?
You might curse and put yourself on. If you need to curse and put yourself on mute, I'm gonna give you permission to go ahead and do that because
let me put myself on mute now.
It's gonna be
go on me right.
I'm going right now. Let me go ahead and go.
All right.
About one of the latest social media trends making the rounds.
We are now learning an Oklahoma family is grieving their 15-year-old daughter who passed away after taking part in the Benadryl challenge. News 4's Hunter Elise has her story.
Her eyes and her smile, the way she could just do her hair, very characteristic. Her personality.
That was Richard Presson, a heartbroken Enid father, talking with News 4 last week as his daughter Leah was fighting for her life in the hospital. She tried a TikTok trend, referred to as the Benadryl Challenge, promoted as a way to experience hallucinations. Leah began having seizures and was rushed to the hospital. This week, a sad update on Leah. Her dad posting on social media saying, due to circumstances beyond our control, we will be planning a separate celebration of life for Leah, going on to say our only focus is honoring Leah, sharing memories, celebrating the beautiful person she was, and surrounding one another with love as we remember her life.
I just want everybody to be aware to where they can educate their kids that these challenges are just silly and they need to be educated so it don't happen again.
Child psychiatrist Dr. Chandler Hicks stresses how children often don't recognize the danger of social media trends, so the conversation needs to be ongoing with them.
If your child is using iPads or on Roblox or other different gaming devices, they may be exposed to bad things, and so you should start that conversation at a really early age. Some of it can just be being naive, being young and not really understanding the consequences. Some of it can be attention seeking. Some of it can be peer pressure related.
And he wants to remind parents that setting a screen time rule and putting them away at night is helpful. And always watch your child's behavior for changes.
If you notice the child is more isolating, if their peer group is changing, if they have had a change in performance at school, they were an AB student, now they're a DF student.
Advice to prevent popular trends from having devastating consequences for your family. Hunter Elise, Oklahoma's News 4.
So this is a TikTok trend. I'm not sure if it coincides with kids getting out of school, but this is a trend that they're doing. You remember the door knock trend when they kick the door and they take off, and some people have gotten shot. Some people have gotten hurt doing it, right? Even it happened to me. A few times they knocked on my door. I caught a few of them. 2 weeks ago, I was outside, doing the lawn, and one of them stopped me and said, "Hey, I want to apologize. I knocked on your door and I ran." And that's when the person I didn't catch him, right? But the kid apologized to me. I didn't know he did one of those, right? But he apologized to me, right?
Yeah.
But even the ones I caught, I said, listen, this is dangerous. You don't know
Yeah.
whose door
Yeah.
you're knocking on. We're in the armpit of the world, and everybody's got a weapon.
Yeah.
And you may think it's funny, but I may just came from work and just got fired,
Yeah.
and and you're the one that
Good
to set
point,
me up,
Ollie.
right?
You
So
never know.
another thing to add before you guys jump in here, there is another game that they're going around playing. I can't remember the technical name of the game, but I could tell you what the game is. They raid their family members' cabinets and they grab any type of pills that's there. And they go to this party and they put all those pills in a bowl
Oh my
and
God.
they just grab and that's the challenge. They to get elevated.
What?
So I want you to pay attention to your
Yes.
medicine cabinet and all that stuff, but that's one of the other games they're playing. There's a name for it, and I can't tell it. I might have to look it up when I get off here or while we're on break, and I'll tell you the name of it so you know the name of it. But there's a game that they put all these pills in, and everybody they mix it up. They don't know what the name is. It don't even matter. They pick how much you want to pick, and you take it.
This is horrible.
You know, I'm lost for words with that because I remember being a young person
Me too.
and not ever thinking to do those kind of things, like getting random pills mixed. I mean, things like that. Like never thinking. I mean, we did things as kids. We might have had a sip of alcohol, something, or puffed on a cigarette or something. I mean, kids try curiosity, right? But these kids now, you really, and that just brings me to what we kind of touched on about talking to your kids constantly about the dangerous use of the social media and the internet, how it is literally a life or death situation. It could mean your life.
Absolutely. And you never know. And that young lady took that Benadryl and she had a seizure and she didn't recover from that. Our kids don't know, our young people don't understand the detriment.
Yeah.
Death is final. And it's up to the parents to protect them. Just like you lock your doors at night, it is time for you to take a stand. Your kids may be upset. It's not fair. You're overreacting. So what? You can overreact and they can still be here. I'd rather overreact and my kids grow old than underreact and they're no longer here. Plain and simple. It's called pill parties by Brevet.
There you
Pill
go.
parties.
There you go.
And it's ridiculous. Yes, you're right, Miss Morningstar. We would go to parties and maybe they'd have, alcoholic beverages and or
a
some
cooler. I mean, we
they would have, devil's letters or something to that nature. But I have never even heard of putting pills in a bowl and selecting what?
It's insane.
People, please talk to your kids. This is ridiculous. Now, it makes me even more fearful because what if your child goes to a party and they don't realize that someone has pills and they drop? Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Anything. It's not safe.
They put it in people's drinks. They put it in your food.
Yes.
I always caution my child, even before you go somewhere, don't bring your own drink with you in your purse, your little can of pop or whatever. Don't drink nothing at nobody's house party that you don't know them.
That you don't know.
And you're not like over a family or friend's house that just don't. Just don't. Just wait till you leave. Go to the store. Go somewhere else and get it. Don't drink it there.
Because you never know. You absolutely don't.
Listen, everybody got, and sometimes they'll do it behind our backs, and these things are happening. These trends and these things are happening. So sometimes it's not even our fault. There were so many things going on, but we still got to try to be aware
Yeah.
And that's why some people keep their kids close and they're not doing everything that other kids do because of this stuff. What say you, DC, before I get to, because I got some other stories, and I'm telling you, this is starting off slow. Okay.
Slow.
So that's
Slow.
pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, when I was growing up, I kind of had the angel devil on the shoulder thing, like in the old cartoons, And my thing was I never wanted to embarrass my family. You
Hello.
know, that was the part that kind of kept me on the straight and narrow. Is I always could see my mom or my father looking at me and like, "What are you doing?" And that always kind of stopped me from getting involved in anything kind of crazy. I think in our era, at least for the boys, all we cared about is trying to look good and get phone numbers. That was it. You go
Yeah.
to a party, that's when you want to be the freshest in the party and,
Right.
see how many numbers you can get. But
Yeah.
It's so different.
yeah, I mean, you got these kids' parents sponsoring these outlandish events, and
Yeah.
providing alcohol and drugs to the kids.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like they want
And
to.
they need to be charged.
Yeah, it's like
You
they're
need to
trying to
be
live
charged.
vicariously through their kids because they must have been, I don't know, nerds or something in school, no attention. I don't know. It's just weird that a parent would have a party and just watch underage kids just get totally drunk or high or whatever. I can't even
And
believe it.
I ain't
I
gonna
can't
hold
either.
y'all. I'm scary. I would have. I'm too scared to be sitting up there trying and do.
Oh no, we're not
Yeah,
doing.
No.
popping a random pill, you don't know what it
You
is.
don't know. And then on top of that, everybody knows about the Finney that's going around. Everybody had
Absolutely.
Yeah.
that if you aren't having that conversation with your children, that's just like child neglect. That is just like child neglect. You are neglecting your child. You're not being a good parent.
Yeah.
Melbo said, your kids aren't your friends. Please
Right.
understand that. You don't
Amen to that.
I take one
look,
Benadryl and I'm like,
gone.
Hmm.
okay.
Gone.
I don't even want to take two sometimes because I'm like,
I
wait a
can't take
minute.
two.
I have taken two, but it knocked me out.
Hmm.
What if you're allergic
Allergic.
to something they put into that bowl and
Something they
you
put in that
Absolutely.
medication because you don't know until you actually ingest it sometimes. You don't know.
And
Right. And
why
the natural reaction for the kids would be if someone starts having an adverse reaction,
they're gonna
is they're
run?
gonna panic. They're not gonna want to call the ambulance. They're
They're
not
gonna
Yeah.
gonna want to
panic.
call 911 because they don't want to get in trouble, you
Right.
know.
Right.
And yeah, just a recipe for disaster.
It
Know
is.
your kids' friends. Know your kids' friends.
And if you
Absolutely.
and if you see a friend that is, you don't want your child around, put your foot down.
Mm.
That person
Absolutely.
cannot come to my house. You cannot associate them with them. I don't care. And if I find out, I'm taking your phone. I'm taking all your devices. It will be my way or no way at all. Period. I put
You know,
doors off of bedrooms. Take
you,
that
you
door
know,
off.
you
You don't
know what
have.
was crazy as a kid? My father was like that with my first cousin. He would not let me hang out with his brother's
It's
son.
some family members. My child was not allowed to just hang out
No.
with everybody. No.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad
I
was
have a
there.
right.
He was adamant, that I not hang out with my first cousin. It was
Yeah.
yeah.
My dad was so protective. I'm gonna put it to you like this: me and my siblings did not spend the night at anyone's house except our grandmother's. That is it.
Hey,
That is all.
yeah.
Under any circumstances,
I
can I
don't
spend
even
the night?
trust grandma.
No. Well,
I
my
don't even
grandmother,
trust grandma.
What you
I'm
say? What
deacon
you
of the
got
church.
going on, Granny?
She was the mother of the church. My grandmother was a look,
but
LMA.
but but look, just talk to your
Yes,
kids,
please.
talk to your friends too. Let your friends know, hey, you heard about this pill party they talking
Yes,
about? You
please
know your
talk.
friends got kids. Just bring up a conversation. What will you do with your pills? When you finish with your pills, what do you do with them? Do you just keep them around? Do you even check them? Do you get rid of them?
You
That's a
can take
whole
it to
nother thing.
Costco. You can take your old pills to Costco. They'll give you a bag. It doesn't cost anything, and they'll dispense of those pills.
Discarding. Yeah.
Yes,
You know what? I've never even thought I would, and I know I don't have to do this, but I'm just saying I would never have thought that
to
was
do it.
You would have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know who counting them? I ain't count. Who gonna count each? I ain't doing that. But anyways, listen, that's a PSA from us to y'all. So
Yeah.
y'all
Definitely keep talking to your
We
kids.
don't want to see nobody talking about we're doing a celebration of life. You heard the father, right?
Yeah, and he was hurt. He was hurting.
What he gonna do?
You can't fix it. There's no fixing it. It's death. It's final.
Well, listen, we talk about data centers. We talk about all these things going around, but these things are real, and these things are making impact on people, real people.
Waking up one day and being told the home your family has lived in for years is going to be demolished to help power the AI boom, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. That is what is happening to some homeowners in Georgia. They've been given an ultimatum: sell your home or the state will take it. Utility giant Georgia Power is planning to build a new transmission line so it can handle new data centers. Skylar Henry has more from a county just outside Atlanta.
I'm a single mom. I worked hard for everything.
How do you put a price on a home you never intended to sell? One filled with more than 2 decades of memories.
I think I was 5 or 6 when this was built.
The treehouse where you grew up playing pretend. The yard where you buried your pets. The greenhouse that fed your family.
When you talk about what being on this property means to you,
yeah,
right? It's y'all's.
It's ours. It's ours. It's my mom's. It's mine. It's my daughter's. It's our family. We belong here.
But Ansley Brown's childhood home likely won't be here much longer. That's because the state's largest utility, Georgia Power, says it needs the area to make way for a 35-mile-long transmission line.
Georgia Power has been here for as long as Ansley's mother has owned this property. It's just beyond the tree line. Now, with the expansion of this latest project, they're looking to take the 2.5 acres the house sits on.
Georgia Power says increasing demand from homes, businesses, and data centers has outpaced the capacity of its existing grid, and building a new transmission line requires acquiring more than 300 parcels of land, including residential properties.
What did your mom tell you she wanted for this property to be?
Generational wealth. So I have a young daughter. This home is supposed to go to her. True generational wealth was the idea, and now it's being stripped from us.
Georgia Power estimates 70 to 80% of the power on this new line is expected to help serve data centers, being built in part to support the growing demands of artificial intelligence. It says the remaining 20 to 30% of power will serve the state's growing residential and commercial demand.
All power generation starts somewhere.
Holly Lovett is a Georgia Power spokesperson.
We take into factor our customers, first and foremost. They are at the center of our business and the core of what we do. We want them to be able to have their daily lives, and we take that seriously. It is something needed for survival, and we empathize with these community members who are seeing this growth.
Georgia Power told us that they feel as if they've done this process responsibly. What would you say to that?
I disagree. You can't tear down 35 miles of rural Georgia and it not hurt something or somebody. And to say that you're doing it in the name of data centers is a slap in the face to us, our community, our animals.
Brown's mother recently came to an agreement with Georgia Power to sell. Brown says if she didn't, the utility could have sought to acquire her property through eminent domain, a legal process that allows private property to be taken with compensation for projects determined to serve a public purpose.
Eminent domain is always, a last resort for us, and it's something we never want to do.
To us, it's theft. It's literally a billion-dollar company stealing land from smaller people who can't fight back. We don't have the money to fight Georgia Power.
So that's why a few months ago, Ansley took her story to TikTok.
My childhood home is being taken by Georgia Power.
Her videos went viral, and she began sharing stories of others in similar situations, like Cynthia Van Epps.
What is it taking from her? Look behind me. It's taking this entire backyard, the pool and everything.
We don't want to move, that's the bottom line.
Van Epps and her husband raised 4 kids here.
18 years, a lot of memories here.
Our two youngest, who are 16 and 17, are, this is the house they've known.
Yeah.
This is the only house that they've known.
If Van Epps doesn't sell Georgia Power her property, she says the utility can obtain an easement across a chunk of her backyard, which would require removing the pool and would leave the transmission line just feet from her home.
One of their trucks could pull up right outside our bedroom door, 12 feet from our bedroom door, and there's absolutely nothing we could do about it.
What do you say to someone who will push back on any sort of offer that's out there and say, well, the price tag can't replace memories?
Oh gosh, it almost makes me emotional because I have those memories in like my house, and I get how deeply personal people's homes are. I would just say that we see you and we hear you, and we want this process to be respectful and transparent, and that is going to ultimately benefit you. We want that.
Van Epps and Brown don't buy that. And while they both know it's likely too late to save their homes, they don't want to see this happen to anyone else.
My mom wants an apology. She wants an apology from Georgia Power. That's it.
And it's because of how she feels as if she's been treated.
Yeah. I mean, for an entire year, they have bullied her. And there is no sorry. They even told us they don't pay for pain and suffering. So that's what we want. We want an apology from Georgia Power. We want them to say, hey, we're sorry.
When asked if the utility company is willing to apologize, Georgia Power told us they have worked hard to be transparent, negotiate in good faith, and make this process as easy as possible. As for the data centers and who is behind them, Georgia Power told us it doesn't publish lists of customers to protect safety and security. Guys, this is obviously a big
story.
It's one of those things that we've talked about for months now.
Yes.
These data centers, communities, obviously not in my backyard. But I think the real crux of this argument here is, what do you say to people who've owned these properties for 20, 30 years? And it's like, you got to go.
And you feel the emotion. It's interesting to me that Georgia Power says we've tried to make this process as easy as possible. Their definition of easy as possible is very different from what these families are experiencing. It's still hard to believe there's nothing they can do, nothing.
And the reality is that you're looking at this is going to happen more and more because you're going to need over the next 20 years, 10 to 20 years, 10 to 15% more power than is being generated right now in the United States. That's probably 100 nuclear reactors if you have to generate 110 gigawatts.
Yeah.
Before we began, I need to ask people, who y'all think they voted for?
Who did they vote for? That's number one. But number two,
before I have any empathy,
Memphis, do y'all have data centers popping up and taking over your homes and your water and, pollution in the air? Memphis, because I promise you, the mere fact, and I hate that this is happening because it's unfair, but eminent domain is real. And also, yikes, who did you vote for?
That's the first question. I got to be clear on what I'm going to say next because, right now I'm feeling like you in rural Georgia. Yeah, that sounds a little Trumpish to me. I'm just gonna say it. But at the end of the day, how are they able to do that? Bully you out of your house?
Eminent domain.
Is that I've never heard of that. I don't know what that is.
It can happen to anyone. It is, the government can come in to anyone's house and say, we need to put a road through here.
What?
We will pay you for your home, but we're not, typically they don't pay you.
Gentrification at its best then, because if you can see, and I'm talking about I'm just going to speak on back in where I'm from, in northeastern Ohio, Cleveland, okay? How they gentrified the hood, where down the way. They tore down them homes. People been living in them homes forever. And the Cleveland Clinic, okay, I know y'all heard of the Cleveland Clinic, bought up all of that all of that. I mean, these
They
is
don't
homes that
care.
have been there forever, and these people were dismissed. They didn't have nowhere to go. They didn't care, and it was our community, y'all. It was our community,
Miss
and
Morning,
we didn't want no apology. We wanted justice.
Miss Morningstar, this has happened in every state. Every state in the United States of America, they typically have brought in roads and railroads,
And
and it
freeway, yep.
typically goes through only minority communities, typically. But I guess now that they've carved that out, and people that are non-melanated
Black neighborhood.
are not now being affected in this case, I guess,
Then the
it's
white
an issue.
neighborhoods,
But it's been
black.
happening since forever. There was a time where Black people, the only way that they could actually get a house is if they work for a specific, in California, they work for a specific company, and then they let you go to that house so you could get to that company, but they wouldn't let you live in that house. So, baby, this is nothing new. Welcome to America. Triple K.
Wait a minute, y'all. But she won't. What do you guys want?
I want
an apology.
So they paid the mom. They didn't say how much they settled for, but she actually wanted an apology because they've been fighting. And this is some black people. So imagine if it was some people of color.
Colors.
Memphis, Tennessee, baby. If y'all don't go pack your stuff.
When have they made ABC? Was that ABC today? What was that? News Today? What was that?
No, that was
with the lady with the wigs, Gail King.
Gail now.
Wig.
Gail King and them. So did y'all go to Memphis?
Did y'all go to Memphis?
Talk to those folks?
Because the last time I checked, they're dealing with pollution and the water.
What about our friends with who in Detroit? Was
the
it
pipes
in Michigan? Flint,
the pipes. The pipes still piping.
I don't know.
Lead in your diet ain't good.
I mean, let's keep it real, y'all. This is real conversation right here. This ain't even no made up stuff.
What you got to say, DC, before we got to take a break?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it happen in my hometown. Both my parents' neighborhoods were all Black neighborhoods that they were all displaced due to, like like DJ Kitty said, highway went through one, gentrification went through the other one. Where they actually took all the houses. My father's neighborhood he grew up in, they took all the houses and moved them out to a rural area of the county. And God always works in mysterious ways. The city sprawl now has reached to where those homes are. So now those homes are now surrounded by $1 million homes. So again, that property is worth a lot of money now if they can displace those people again. So
it happens, unfortunately, but this has been the rule of the land, the lay of the land since the inception of this country. Unfortunately, you will never, ever, 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 ever own your property. As long as you pay property taxes, you can own the house, but you'll always have to pay taxes on it. You'll never own your property.
There's a little bit of a silver lining, and we talked about this probably about a year ago on one of our shows with these AI data centers coming up, how to invest your money into what they're investing their money in is power, water, copper, silver. Those are the key elements that go into AI. So it takes a lot of water, it takes a lot of power, it takes a lot of wires, wiring. So yeah, they're gonna make their money off of that. So our people can educate themselves and put their money just like our congressmen and congresswomen do. Find out where they invested their money and put some of your money in there.
Absolutely. And I'll say this before we go on break. Like I said at the beginning of the show, what affects us affects you too. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7, The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Life can be overwhelming, but you don't have to face it alone. Join us for honest conversations about mental health, healing, relationships, self-care, and everyday challenges that we all face. No judgment, just real conversation, real people, and practical tools to help you heal, grow, and thrive, because your mental health matters, and so do you. Join Miss Jack and Counselor Nikki Tuesdays, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all Our Plugs social media platforms and on WKRA The Change Radio, 9 a.m. on Wednesday.
What's up, everybody? Scott Cologne, District Attorney and candidate for the United States Senate for the great state of Mississippi. I had a great time talking about my campaign with the crew at the Community Connection morning radio show. I'm running because Mississippi matters. Our families are paying more for less, and our rural hospitals are under serious threat. I spent my career fighting for my community, and I'll bring that same fight to Washington. Folks in the Holly Springs area and worldwide should check out our convo and visit cologneforsenate.com because Mississippi matters.
Hello, everybody. My name is Monica Meeks. I'm a wife, a mom, and a soldier for life. And I'm running for the 19th Judicial District Circuit Court Clerk for Montgomery and Robertson County in Tennessee. I am so grateful for Our Plug LLC for giving me an opportunity to share my platform and explain why I'm running for office. Early voting is July 17th through August 1st, with the final day of voting on August 6, 2026. I'm an independent candidate, and I appreciate your support.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mara Keller, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel and candidate for Congress in Georgia's 3rd District. Now, I'm running because too many decisions in Washington are being made without listening to the people that they affect, whether it's public safety, veterans care, education, or protecting our constitutional rights. These aren't partisan issues. If you believe our government should work for everyday Americans and not special interests, I invite you to stand with us. Your donations help keep this grassroots campaign people-powered. Every donation fuels our voter outreach, ads, and our shared fight for a better Georgia. Visit marakeller.com to donate today. Let's finally serve the people who send us to Washington. And a huge thanks to DJ Kitty Cat 50 for the energy and the spotlight. Let's keep pushing.
Remember, Iran doesn't have a choice in a lot of this because we destroyed so much. Yeah, and I'll give you a quick math equation. Okay, maybe they do end up getting $20 billion, let's say. Let's say we're still $300 to $500 billion ahead, considering we destroyed their Navy, destroyed their Air Force, destroyed all those nuclear facilities I already spoke about, their steel manufacturing, their drone manufacturing, and so many other things. We destroyed all that and closed their ports. We're pretty far ahead.
So we destroyed everything, and we're going to pay them to rebuild it all, pay them to open the strait that was already open for free. And at the same time, people here in the district can't afford to eat, can't afford their health care, and can't afford rent. Got it. If that don't make sense to you either, please consider supporting my campaign. Go to BernardTaylorForCongress.com. Let's bring some change here to Florida.
And we are back. You're listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We're back today with Veterans Voice, brought to you by our brothers DC and Viper Vet. And we've already had 2 jaw-dropping articles or stories that you shared with the community. I'm kind of nervous now. You said we were starting off slow, DC. What's going on?
Hey, you got to check this out. And boy, we thought it was 2 soldiers.
Oh, man.
Missiles intercepted, then an explosion. New video showing a fireball erupting at an airbase here in Jordan where multiple Americans were killed. It's not clear if the video shows those fatal attacks. An alert is heard in another recording from the strategically crucial airbase. US Central Command saying that 2 US troops lost their lives in attacks this weekend, identifying them as 25-year-old First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan and 19-year-old Private Isabella Gonzalez. The military also saying that unidentified remains have now been found of a third person at the site. CENTCOM vowing swift punishment, releasing video of its escalating operation on the 9th night of strikes since conflict resumed.
We hit them very hard again tonight, and we did that in honor of the probably three as opposed to 2 great patriots.
And in northern Iraq, where Iranian strikes hit near a US base, CENTCOM announcing another American fatality during the controlled detonation of an Iranian drone. The number of US dead since the start of the war, now at least 17.
We feel very badly, but you know, those great people, those great patriots were out there fighting that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon.
Here in Jordan, air raid sirens, Iranian missiles and drones unrelenting.
They are all fighting.
They're all fighting. It's escalating.
Exactly, yeah.
Does that worry you?
Yeah.
Frighten you?
Yeah, for sure.
Civilian targets increasingly struck in this war. Iran hitting a water plant in Kuwait, the victims hospitalized. While in the Strait of Hormuz, a monitoring organization says another vessel has been hit and abandoned this morning. As the war is seemingly escalating again throughout the region. And there are glimmers of diplomacy, Savannah. Iran's foreign ministry saying today that talks can still take place, but underscoring the challenge for the US negotiating team talking to Iran. Iran's foreign minister this weekend admitting that he currently does not have face-to-face meetings with the ultimate decision maker in Iran, the supreme leader. Savannah?
Yeah. We thought it was 2. We thought it was 2. Not saying 2 is not horrible, right?
Right.
But of course, we know that they've been hiding even from before, injuries and all type of stuff. The place that we usually go as military people to go into the Middle East and go to different countries, that is no more. We have Kuwait that we usually go to.
Mhm.
No.
What do you mean it's no more? The base
It's
is
destroyed.
it's destroyed. They destroyed the base in Kuwait. Wow.
This is a safe place. This is a place.
This
is a place where if somebody said, "Hey, I got deployed to Kuwait," we would laugh at them because it's not a deployment.
Oh my God.
That's where they used to send people for R&R. Was to Kuwait.
You don't even get a weapon there. You don't even get a weapon there.
No empathy, y'all. He's such a demon. No empathy. Those are kids.
Those are babies. 19.
19. She was from Texas, the young lady.
Heartbreaking. I am so
19 years old. She was born a year before my child. 19 years old. Just got into
a baby.
Graduated and decided to go into the military.
Remember, Specialist Beckstrom was just in the DC streets, just not in the National Guard on DC streets, just standing there.
Just standing there.
But that's not their job. And so he's putting the military in harm's way.
He's putting all of us in harm's way.
The most ignorant comment. And Iran won't have nuclear weapons. Iran won't have any nuclear weapons.
Here's my
The JCPOA prevented that. Before the JCPOA, they had 20% highly enriched weapons-grade uranium. After the JCPOA, it was at 0. When he tore up the deal in 2018, and then they checked in 2025, it went up to 60% highly enriched in uranium. So who is causing them to get a nuclear? Now they don't even need a nuclear weapon. They have the Strait of Hormuz. That is their nuclear weapon.
Yeah,
that is
the global economy.
Word.
Right.
They don't need it. They don't need it.
They got need.
They could charge you and they could shut it down and affect the globe.
That
Even
literally
worse
gave
than
me
that.
a headache. I ain't gonna hold y'all. That just gave me.
That's power. The nuclear weapon is power. The Strait of Hormuz is even more powerful than a nuclear weapon. Who's gonna pay you? Nobody's gonna pay you because you have a nuclear weapon. They're gonna pay you to go through the Strait of Hormuz. You don't need a nuclear weapon. You need the Strait of Hormuz.
Even worse than that, not only do you need the Strait of Hormuz, what is buried in the Strait of Hormuz? Fiber optic cables that transfers the United States financial data. If they wanted to really cripple us, they really and truly could. Boy, and he's over there talking about, you know, we don't want them to have nuclear weapons. If that y'all don't get this scene out, I'm going on.
Yeah,
I'll be back now. Go ahead.
grossly incompetent. Grossly incompetent. I think Ali, you can confirm this. There's also some scuttlebutt in the Pentagon now because the senior leadership is starting to kind of make fun of Hegseth and his incompetence. So much so that he's requested cell phones and cell phone records.
He gonna go through their cell phone records, see who was
They're
talking
doing.
about him.
They're taking people's phone.
Somebody just need to go up him. Just let me.
This is the most ridiculous place. But you know what? While you are at the place you're at right now, I'm gonna raise it a little bit more.
Versus Karen Contreras Hernandez.
Front finger flip plate.
I think there she is. All right. Your name?
Karen Contreras Hernandez.
All right. Where are we on this case?
This is a termination of sentencing matter based on the failure to maintain the residence.
All right.
Before y'all look at, let me preempt this. This is a court case. The landlord is trying to evict a tenant because they failed to maintain the property. So here we go.
I don't think you were here at the last hearing.
I was not. I was attorney.
And she's overseas serving our country. You're aware of that?
Attorney Landman did indicate that she had said that. We don't have any proof of that other than her statements, but I'm not.
I can look in her background. I also saw some uniform and military paraphernalia at the last hearing, and I'm going to tell you, she's overseas.
I'll take her word.
All right. I mean, I'm not going to even question that part of it. But given that fact, my understanding is there's something that has to be moved from the unit, from the property.
Inside the unit.
Pardon?
In a trailer, just assorted things need to be relocated.
Okay, and my understanding, I think the gentleman that was here the last time, was that Mr. Contreras, ma'am?
Correct. My husband.
Okay. He had indicated that they were basically waiting for her to come back stateside. That's my understanding.
Correct.
And when is that anticipated to occur, ma'am?
Okay, so I should be back. I want to say within like a month, maybe a little bit longer. But
All
that's
right.
now. Mm-hmm.
All right.
I don't have an exact date.
Pardon?
I don't have an exact date.
Gotcha. Yeah, I understand. So, although there's the condition that's there, is anything regarding that condition a significant health hazard or life-threatening in any way?
No.
All right, because I stated this to Mr. Landman, I am not going to, unless forced, issue a judgment against military personnel that's overseas serving. It's just not going to happen. I think I made that clear. If you want to take it to another judge to do it, that's fine, but I'm not doing it. That's bottom line. So what I'm going to suggest, if she's anticipating being back, then I'm going to say put it out a month. Let her get back, or at least a month, and let her get back, and then assess the situation and try to figure out what to do about it.
That's understandable, Your Honor.
All right.
Yeah.
Why would he even take this to court? She is deployed. What is she supposed to do? Call Frumpy and say, Frumpy, I got to go to court. or they're gonna, I got to go to court and I got to get back to my trailer and move it because I know I'm deployed, but there's a guy that kind of acts like you, and he wants me to move my stuff.
We can always tell who they support when they this type of behavior. Like you pulled this lady into court over a trailer.
This is not the first time.
This is the second time.
And this is not Miss Rent. This is not
to move equipment trailer.
A trailer. How you know it's there? What, you riding past their house? You stalking? See, what type of landlord is you? I got questions. Why do you know a trailer is there?
Judge Simpson is here where I'm at, and he's kind of a local celebrity.
Okay.
He runs a tight ship,
Good.
So don't come into his courtroom with a whole bunch of BS. But yeah, he's here where I'm at, and he's a pretty straight shooting guy.
It doesn't even make sense, DC. How can somebody expect? Go ahead, Bite.
She's deployed, and the guy's like, "Yeah, but we don't really know."
But we don't really know.
Was that the lawyer who said that?
Yes.
Yes. It's black.
I knew immediately when I saw her come on camera. I said, "Oh, she overseas. She's a veteran."
Yeah.
And see, that's the hypocrisy of them, because in
we
one
love the veterans.
Yeah, in 1 minute we love the veterans, support the troops, tying yellow ribbons around trees, and
all
the
of
first
that.
performative. And the first time you get your chance to screw a veteran against the wall, you do it,
And there's a thing called the service, the Service Civil Relief Act, SCRA.
Yeah.
It protects veterans from all type of scrupulous people, right? And so the judge is like, "Hey, I'm not doing anything. You could take it with somebody else, but hey, it ain't gonna happen. I'm not going to evict them. I'm not going to do it."
Good for him.
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here?
What are we doing to our soldiers? This soldier is across the water protecting you, sir, while you stand in the court and try and evict her? What's she supposed to do?
She's a woman. She's of Latin descent.
Yep.
And that was enough strikes against her for whoever this bigot is that's doing. Because I'm pretty sure it's a bigot. I'm not going to even hold you. A Trump supporter.
But what about the ones that are here, though?
Tonight, we're hearing from the wife of the Charlottesville soldier missing from Fort Bragg. It's been 2 weeks since Specialist Savion Anderson was last seen. Jen Solomon spoke with Jasmine Mowry, who shares what she knows, urging anyone with information to come forward.
As investigators keep searching for the young soldier who grew up in Charlottesville, his wife is laying out what she says she's been told.
He went missing from base. There's security, there's cameras. Nobody's seen where he went.
It's now been 2 weeks, the Army says, since Specialist Savion Anderson was last seen at Fort Bragg. Now his wife, Jasmine Mowry, who's 9 months pregnant with their first child, is speaking publicly.
Show the camera first.
She told 29 News the baby shower that was planned for this past Saturday had to be canceled.
He was supposed to check in with CQ every 4 hours. Someone wasn't doing their job if they seen him and let him leave.
Army investigators are working from this timeline. Mowry says she last saw Anderson on June 23rd. Anderson's mother, Pamela, says she last heard from him on June 27th. His command says Anderson was last seen on post around 6 a.m. June 29th.
Why have cameras not been checked? Who's last seen him? Who was that person? Why have they been questioned? Why wasn't things done before everything started hitting the internet?
That timeline still ends with one big question. What happened after that last confirmed sighting? Anderson is 5 foot 10 inches, about 260 pounds, with a chipped front tooth and a scar on his left arm. His wife also tells us he has tattoos behind both ears and a tattoo on his upper left shoulder that says Jasmine. Maury is pushing for a wider search effort and more urgency because she believes every hour matters.
It's not enough. It needs to be bigger. There's more things that could be done, more people that can be involved.
She says she wants the focus to stay on finding Savion because the people who love him are still waiting.
I want my husband home. I love him. He's the father of my child.
Family and friends plan to gather for a community prayer vigil Tuesday night at Forest Hills Park. They'll start at 6 o'clock. In the meantime, they're asking everyone to keep sharing this story and to come forward with any tip that could help bring Savion home.
That was last Tuesday that they did the. Man, that is so sad.
I'm so
You're on mute, Bite. Oh, that's sad.
I'm so tired of this stuff.
Viper, you're on mute. We can't hear you back.
You unmuted me, and I'm.
Oh.
But he's still. Yeah, he's still.
Yeah, we can.
Missing. He's
still missing to this day.
He's still missing.
Oh, this is, Fort Bragg is in North
Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah, it's this. A lot of things happen in the military community. A lot of people go missing. A lot of strange stuff happen. Right, and sometimes you got to, like she's saying, how come there's not a bigger effort? What's going on?
Yes.
Right, and so hopefully he is found safe. But the longer it takes to find him, the less the chance of it.
Are they looking for him?
They're looking. I'm not sure how hard, but they're looking.
I mean, but honestly,
we could get the National Guard to go out there and look for him, can't we?
I mean, because the National Guard is
Right.
walking around in D.C. doing nothing. They can go look for this young man. Anyway,
But
Viper,
I got two more. I got two quick ones.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna change it
I
up
don't
a little
know.
bit.
You're gonna have to change up the mood because I'm sad right
Because
now.
you see me over here, I'm
About to cry.
about to slide down the back of the wall.
Okay.
One is gonna make you clap, and one is gonna make you want to smack. I'm just saying, but it's.
The second question, if the city council passes this pay raise bill, I know you've said you won't accept.
I will not accept a pay raise.
Can you just elaborate on why?
I haven't knocked on anyone's door in New York City, and they've said their concern is that the mayor makes too little. So,
Thank you, everyone.
That's not my concern either.
Thank you.
Finally.
Like it won't be mine. If it was mine, then that would mean I would be accepted. Yeah. I think to go to the pockets of those who are struggling in this city.
So Mandani has rejected a pay raise that they gave him, and so he's saying he doesn't want.
I don't blame him.
And this is the person that they said is the boogeyman, right? This is the guy that's going to do crazy things to New York, and even people outside of New York wanted to vote and wondering why they couldn't vote for the mayor of New York and was mad. This is the guy that they were. Okay.
Because obviously it ain't about the money for him. Obviously his mission is the people. He came in the door doing stuff for the people.
You know where he watched the semifinal of the World Cup? He went to Rikers Island in prison to go watch the.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did.
To go watch what?
The World Cup.
The World Cup.
Semifinals, yeah.
Rikers Island. Wow.
So I got one more while y'all are brewing on that. I got one crazy story for y'all. Y'all gonna slap yourself or slap somebody. I don't know what you're gonna do. Maybe
I'm
both.
not slapping nobody.
High school track star crosses the finish line. Then she faints. She's out cold.
Good finish, Jules. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Here she is competing in a different race. Once again, she faints, falling hard onto the track. There's more. On this day, the teen sprints through the finish line. Down she goes.
Come on, Jewel. Get to the finish. Get to the finish.
Here she struggles over and over to stop herself from fainting, but it's no use. I spoke to 17-year-old Jewel Gannon.
You were limp like a rag doll.
Yep.
And you don't remember passing out?
No, normally I don't remember the races, and I wake up and I have people surrounding me.
The problem is so severe, she started asking people to try to catch her at the finish line.
I was collapsing and hitting my head on the track. So then I started asking different teammates of mine to be at the finish line to catch me so I wouldn't be hurting my head.
Out of 23 races, the teen from South Dakota had passed out 18 times. So what's going on? Jewel was recently diagnosed with POTS. It's a condition that causes heart palpitations and dizziness.
My heart rate is super high anytime I'm exercising.
So the question is, why do you continue running track?
I have always been very competitive. I can't imagine my life without running.
What do her parents, Deneen and Jason, think?
Well, it's been pretty difficult at times. I'm always in place at the finish, so I can go out to assist Jewel and to help her come to. I always rub her chest really, really hard, her sternum area, and that usually helps bring Jewel back.
Bring her back. Dad, that sounds scary.
Well, I'm not as worried anymore. I mean, she's been clear. She's been to a regular doctor, a cardiologist, a neurologist.
Dr. Leah Kroll is a neurologist at Maimonides Health in Brooklyn.
Probably while she's running, her blood pressure is high, her blood vessels are constricting, putting up a lot of resistance, and then as she's approaching the finish line and slowing down, probably she experiences a very dramatic drop in her blood pressure and her heart rate, and when it's not working properly, those things can go haywire.
I just love the feeling of finishing a race and knowing that I did my absolute best and I pushed my body as hard as it could go.
Yo.
I'm great show, guys.
There is something. Please, I want somebody to study
Who did they vote for?
It is something wrong with these kind of people. It's something wrong with them.
I'm with you, Breezy. Our community is tied. You mean to tell me your child can go into cardiac arrest and you will allow your child to still compete? That's a form of neglect.
Did she say I hit her on the chest and they usually bring her back?
I rub her chest really hard around her sternum and that typically brings her back. That's what I heard.
So she's shocking her heart.
So she's in there. She's doing the defibrillator on her child after she's ran, instead of saying you will not be running because you can die.
I don't care how much you like to run.
She said, "I like
you
the
have
feeling
a condition
of finishing. So you like passing out and almost unaliving, is what I just heard." And her parents are
supportive,
and they laugh.
I just rub her stomach, rub her
What
chest.
state is this? Somebody needs to call 911. Call social services. Look,
the scientists, so they can study this disease, study this mental thing. Call the scientists. It's something. This is
we
something.
are not friends. We are not friends. You're not gonna do it. No,
this is something. I ain't playing. I'm serious.
I ain't either.
This is something. They need to call the scientists to study this and see what the heck is wrong with these folks. Something is wrong.
You're so proud of her. Of what? You're
passing out.
Your child almost unalized she ran 23 races and she passed out 18 times. And you get on national, somebody call them folks and go remove this child from this. Look. All right. The Viper Vet, once again, you have done it once again. You don't PMO. And you have done it once again.
This was a bad one, Viper. I ain't gonna even hold you. This was bad. DC was quiet the whole time.
Because he ain't got nothing to say.
He lost.
Speechless. He does it
Y'all,
every time.
Any last words? It's time to end the show. Look, we gonna faint off the show. We gonna fade to black because DC. Thank you for a wonderful show. Any last words, brother?
Yeah, just a moment of silence to the fallen.
Yeah.
in Trump's, uh, war that he started. Um, Prayers to the family, because no one sends their child off to the military thinking they would get them back in a flag draped coffin. So prayers to those families. And
Man.
I think we should brace ourselves for more, because Iran's not afraid. I mean, we see that, so I think we should brace for more casualties as this thing continues to escalate.
I agree, brother. Thank you, as always, for your commentary, for your time, for bringing us a wonderful show. And please, please, I need you to get with your brother. Some things we just don't even talk before the show. Please, y'all get to. The saddest part is y'all have talked about this. DC, I'm gonna start blaming you too, Viper. Any last words? You approved this, DC.
Listen, we have to make sure that we vote. Vote.com, vote.org. We have all type of outbreaks going on. The FDA, the CDC, they don't know what's going on. They are blaming each other. They're saying nothing is going on. People are being, catching sickness, all type of stuff, right? So get out there and vote. You could use bluevoterguide.org to check who's on your ballot, what they're putting on the ballot, and you could already know who supports them. Bluevoterguide.org is a good tool. Bluevoterguide.org is a great tool for you to see what is going on. You can save your selections, you can do your research, you could print it out, you could change it, all that good stuff. Go to bluevoterguide.org. All right. And so if you want to go to Texas, that's where virus have more reproductive rights than women. Okay. All right.
No lies detected. Thank you, brothers. Once again, wonderful show. I'm gonna hand it on over to my little sis. Sis, go ahead and come on off mute and take us home. Viper and DC, I have some choice words for y'all after this show. Check your signal.
I need to make a store run because
a drink.
Don't get Benadryl.
Not Benadryl.
Lord, and lock up your pills, please.
Memphis, Tennessee, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Thank you for getting through this Monday morning or Tuesday morning. See, I'm lost. Tuesday morning with us. It was crazy. Yes, Mike did his big one. DC, y'all, yeah, if you knew about this, Lord have mercy. But I'm gonna just say to everybody, be safe, y'all, and definitely say a moment of prayer for the soldiers that are losing their lives. They don't deserve it. They're innocent, and they're being forced into something they have no control over, and it's just not fair. So please just make sure you hug your soldier a little tighter. I wish I would have had audio because I would have played y'all a little sweet message from one of y'all fellow veterans today at work today. He was in the hallway cutting up, and his words was, FDT. All day. He was screaming it through the hallways of the VA hospital. I said, do your big one, brother. Do your big one. But y'all come back tomorrow for Mental Health Day. We're going to need it with our sisters. We're going to kind of get our mentals together after today and have a good day. So until then, y'all come back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. We will see y'all tomorrow. Have a good day. As we wrap up today's show, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, tapping in, and staying connected to your community.
Remember, this platform exists to uplift Black-owned businesses, nonprofits, creatives, and community leaders who are doing the work that moves us forward.
Make sure you support today's guest. Share the show. Stay plugged into our plugs because when we support each other, we all rise.
Until next time, keep believing, keep building, and keep shining. You've got this.
You've been listening to Our Plugs, the community connection where communities meet opportunity. We'll see you next time.